Are you still eating, Jared, or should we wait for you to finish?
I'll eat later. I'll eat in the middle of whatever we're
I'll
doing.
let Beyonce let you finish.
I'm just not going to eat today.
Guess that means you're off the hook.
Get them all out now.
Yeah. We got any others?
Too many.
And it starts right now.
Time to get drinking.
Fucking emu.
I forego her. That's funny.
All right, and welcome everyone to the Dying Carcasses podcast, episode 5. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Alec.
I'm Slater.
I'm Jacob.
Actually, I'm Alec.
Oh, wait, no, yeah. Ruin the intro already. We're all Alec.
We're all Alec together.
Oof.
You done?
Mm-hmm.
And Jared,
No.
cool. Since you're not going to say
Yep.
your own name.
Jared. My name's Jared.
You- Thank you so
We
much
really
for
need to
listening.
come up with an order.
You guys just do it. I mean, Slater basically is always offended that I always introduce you guys, so that's why I let you do it. And he actually said his own name, which is
Deeply
amazing.
offended. My name, which is Alec.
Yeah, crazy. How's everyone doing today? You guys good? Jared, were you out of town? I didn't know that you were going
No.
out of town somewhere.
I did not.
Okay, we'll cut that part then.
If
Oh,
you weren't
wrong.
sure, Alec, I was also not out of town.
Why did you think I was out of town?
I feel like you sent a text talking about something like, oh, yeah, you said just chilling in Cedar Rapids. And I realize now that it's a
You-
fucking meme. You were fucking...
That's even better. Alex like,
in Cedar
oh, cool.
Rapids."
He's just chilling in Cedar Rapids. Nice.
How the fuck is he in Cedar Rapids? Okay, whatever.
Alex, like, oh, he must be on like a shoot or something. He must have like gotten.
Good for
No,
him.
I just thought he was like taking his like a vacation. I don't know, time off. Like, good for you, man. That's
I
awesome.
can't see Jared vacationing to Cedar Rapids on purpose.
That's why I was
Hillary
excited to
Clinton
talk about it.
time.
Honestly, I was curious to figure out like what were you doing in Cedar Rapids, man?
What do you mean? We don't vacation anymore. Work just goes wherever we are.
That
That is true, actually.
It's too real. Cool. Well, yeah, we'll just go ahead and jump into it then. What does everyone win? Let's try that again.
Yeah. You should, no, I think you should keep that one
No, I think-
specifically.
Yep.
What is everybody?
What's everybody been? What's good? What's everyone been listening to, watching?
What's been when you and then you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
I didn't do my vocal.
Do you ever wish? Do you ever
exercises.
have a? Yeah, gotta warm up. We gotta warm up.
I know, seriously. What's everyone been watching, listening to this week? Jacob, why don't you start?
Well, I've been working on a musical, so I've been doing research into that musical, and I just watched the Grease movie for the first time. And
You didn't watch it? You didn't watch it back in high school at all?
no,
when we
I mean,
did
like,
it?
well, when I'm in a project, I don't like to watch the source material so much. I like to just kind of
Yeah.
take a pass at it and go for it. And then if the director wants something specific from the source material, I'll look it up then. But no, so I got to the end of the movie, and the part where the car flies into the sky, like my jaw, like I was like, what did I witness? So yeah, that was really fun. Really tripped down memory lane that I'd never been down before.
Did it like retroactively implant high school memories of
Yeah, it was like a That's So
of a
Raven
movie
moment,
you
but
never
in
saw until you
reverse.
were 30?
I was like, I feel nostalgic for something I've never seen before.
Non-linear mimetic parasite.
Slater?
So I have a PlayStation 5 now, and
No
I,
way.
yeah, I
That's
don't.
crazy.
It just sort of appeared.
Where'd that come from?
Don't
For
know
what
where it came
reason?
from. No idea, dude. I couldn't tell you. I started playing the game that teaches you how to play the PlayStation 5 with the little
Oh.
robot thing on it.
Yeah.
And it reminded me a lot of like Little Big Planet, which was very fun.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've actually been enjoying it. I thought I was gonna hate it. I was just waiting for everything to download, and I played it a little bit, and it's actually quite quite pleasant. It's a platformer. It's Little Big Planet except with a little robot.
Honestly,
It's
yeah.
fun. It's a lot of
When
fun.
I first got the PS5 and I started playing that, like I didn't expect it to be as fun as it was, and it's fun because like it actually feeds into the nostalgia if you grew up playing PlayStation
Totally.
consoles, you know, and so that's the part that I really enjoyed about it. But I'm very much into like the collectathon style games, and so the
Mm.
collectibles in that game are like super niche and super fun because it's like old PlayStation products and attachments and stuff like that. And so,
Yeah,
yeah, I
there's
was,
definitely a lot of stuff that I totally forgot about, like the motion sensor with the little light up ball thing.
mm-hmm.
Like I got that at one of the levels, and I was like, oh my god, that was like a thing that was really unsuccessful.
I'll go ahead and go next. I mean, have you guys been watching any of like recent like Marvel projects at all? No?
Mm-mm. No.
I think just from the perspective of us being actors, because, you know, for those who don't know, we act. When we act as so.
I
And
hate you.
Stop.
Curses,
Slater disagrees
curses.
so hard.
Uh,
when
you
one
act,
acts, they
you
act
act
as so.
I wrote that line and I could not remember it to save my life.
That's like half the
that
lines
was
that
in
you
the
write yourself.
Among others, yeah.
Yeah, there's a photo of us doing the Thespians episode 2, and it's a Snapchat that Ryan took, and I think Alec, it's you and I sitting on a couch, and he circled me in red and just wrote doesn't know his lines. And apparently sent that to half the world. Yeah.
That's funny.
Anyway, tell us about Marvel.
But yeah, their new show just came out. I mean, by the time this episode releases, it'll been probably about a month actually. But Wonder Man with Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. And it's one of those Marvel projects that's fun because it doesn't feel like a Marvel project in a lot of ways, and it really feeds into like the acting perspective a lot, because if you don't know what it is, it's this guy who has powers, but it kind of goes into being in the acting world of Hollywood in that universe. There's a whole story behind it that they explore in the show, but like you can't have powers and be an actor at the same time. So he's essentially living his life in secret, undercover, trying to be a successful actor, really trying to feed into his craft. But if people knew exactly who he was, then he wouldn't be able to act anymore at all, based on this like law that was put into place that those who have powers and who are superheroes can't be actors for liability reasons. The point that I wanted to make about the show, like, it is a really fun project to look at from an actor's perspective alone. But there was one moment in it that I kind of wanted to talk about. And he's basically auditioning for, like, he's a working actor or a semi working actor trying to always do auditions and shit like that. And finds out about them recreating an old movie of Wonder Man, a old superhero movie, that kind of thing. And it's like a movie that like inspired him to want to become an actor. He watched it with his dad growing up and shit like that. But there was a moment where he's going through the audition process and everything, and it would make more sense if you saw the series, but while I was watching it, it almost seemed like a moment where he was starting to get cast in the role and get offered the role, and I was like, okay, well, this is gonna be like a rug pull moment in a little bit, where it's like, oh, this wasn't a real audition, they were just trying to capture him because they have an inkling that he's a superhero, trying to stop him and all that kind of shit. But it kind of turned into one of those things where you think it's like a surreal moment, like, I'm not meant to be here, I'm not meant to do this thing, which I feel like is something that an actor who maybe books a solid role can relate to in a lot of ways. Like, you think, like, you start acting with these certain people and you start doing these projects and like really starting to build up your repertoire, and a lot of these people come into a place where they're like, this isn't, like, I'm not meant to be here, this is like fake, this isn't real, that kind of thing. And the way that the show portrayed that, I kind of made that connection, and it was really cool because, like, as an audience member watching it, you kind of felt that same way that an actor might feel in that moment, based on just the story that it's been telling. And it doesn't turn out to be that thing. It turns out to be like a situation where it is real. He ends up booking the role, and he ends up, the movie ends up coming out and all that kind of shit. And so, yeah, I thought that was a really cool perspective, and I thought it was a decent show. Like it wasn't amazing by any means, but coming from the actor's perspective, like I really appreciated it and I really connected with it. And so, and it's only like 8 episodes or something like that, 9 episodes, and they're about like 45-minute episodes. And so yeah, if you wanted to check it out, I think it was really cool. And I also really like him as an actor. Like I think he's fantastic. And so
Yeah, he's great. Ben Kingsley's in it too.
yeah,
What was the actor's name again?
Yahya Abdul Mateen II.
Okay. What would I know him from?
So he played a Dr. Manhattan in the Watchmen series that came out. Did you ever watch the series The Watchmen?
No, it wasn't.
I recommend
Moore's
that one
book.
too. Well, I think you'd enjoy it. I would just watch it. I know you have your feelings about Watchmen in media and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, he was in that. He was really good in that. He played Black Manta in the Aquaman movies. He was in Trial of the Chicago 7 that came out on Netflix a few years ago. He was really good in that. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else, but those are like the most notable things I remember him from.
Okay, I think I know who you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It is also insane that you just knew all of that off the top of your head.
I mean, you guys know this about me. I just have so much random fucking knowledge of like movie and TV and actors and directors and shit like that. Like, I'm pretty sure we played a game previously where it's like, I don't know if I played it with you guys or I played it with Val or something, but like you name a movie or like the year of an Oscars and what was the best picture winner that year or something like that. And I just have that random knowledge in my head. It's the ADHD.
I think it's just because you like the medium, Alec. I think you've studied the medium like a crazy person.
You've rubbed off on me, Slater. I don't like movies. I don't like movies, actually.
When did I rub off on you? I feel like I would remember that.
Oh, I remember. Jared, what's good?
No, I'm gonna let you guys. I'm gonna let you guys sit with that
We're gonna
one.
sit in that.
Man, I think today is just we're just carpet bombing all day today.
That's
You
fine.
can't just take my favorite pastimes and then adopt them as your own.
How dare you? Anyway, I really haven't watched much this week or listened to anything.
You just sat at a wall, enjoyed your time in Cedar Rapids.
Just enjoyed my time in Cedar Rapids. No, did I watch anything? But that's really cool that you brought up the Wonder Man. I've been seeing a lot of good reviews about it too, and yeah, it's kind of tying into like where I'm at too career wise.
I agree.
Like, I really want to just push that limit. I really want to quit my job, so I think it's really hard to just for anybody just to actually because right now I'm like I feel ready to do it. Like someone gave me the job, Nolan comes up, hands me a script, yes, I got this, but like. Actually doing that, actually working my way up to going to Nolan's house is the tricky part right now. And I think I was talking to my acting coach about it too today. He was really grilling me, and he's like, I know you think you can do it, but you're not doing. If you actually believed you could, what would you be doing right now? You know what I mean? Like if you had his number, what would be different? I'm like, I guess, I'm believing it, but I'm not actually making the moves I need to do. So that was inspiring to hear about the show too, and just kind of tying in. But my wife's been watching a lot of reality TV, so I've just been yelling at the TV while she watches it.
Could you give me an example?
Vanderpump Rules.
Heard of it?
Is the one she's currently on, so it's just.
What do you yell at the TV
hilarious.
while that's on?
Oh, I'm just like, dude, you're stupid. Are these guys stupid? Do you say these things? Do you realize like you're on TV? Like they do and say just heinous stuff, and it's just always crazy to see these types of people with a platform.
Yeah, my
they cut
favorite
to
is
our
always
podcast.
Yeah, and then it cuts out.
I mean, I was gonna say the same thing.
Well, no, like Taylor watches this 90 Day Fiance thing, and it's like, oh no, hell no, it's awful, dude.
No, I hate every minute of it.
Terrible. And one of the things, like everybody's always cheating on everybody all the time, and they're always getting it on film, and like I don't know, in my head I'm like I feel like you're not doing a very good job cheating on this person at least. Like I don't know. It's just stupid. It's horrible. Reality
bonkers.
TV is bad for the world.
It's funny to watch though, because yeah, the crazy part is when they lie or cheat, and they literally play back the episode where
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah.
"I didn't say that," and it goes like, "You just said that." Like, and I'm like, they're gonna see this. You know, it's baffling, man. It's fun though.
There is positive reality TV at least. There is shows.
That
like
is true.
So
I
I'm thankful
agree.
for that.
All right, we're going to take a quick little ad break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about our main topic of the day.
This episode of the Dying Carcasses is brought to you by Deliver My Demon. Who needs to summon Beelzebub? Beelzebub?
Beelzebub.
This episode of the Dying Carcasses is brought to you by Deliver My Demon. Who needs to summon Beelzebub solo when our team can do the hard work for you? From low-level demons like Lilith, the queen of the succubi, to the devil himself, our experts will pair you with the best necromancer or conjurer who are Taylor, is what the script says. Oh, fuck, it does say that on our form. It's going to be really funny when I get it right, guys. Hey, I don't know about you guys, but I've never learned how to read.
Really
Our
showing
experts will
here.
pair you with the best. Hey, I went to public school before I was homeschooled.
So did I.
From low-level demons like Lilith to our experts will pair you with the best necromancer or conjurer who are tailor-fit to suit your specific satanic needs. New members who sign up a friend get one free summon to use on their next purchase. Deliver My Demon, available now on Amazon.
Amazing.
You've heard of our work in the public sector. The neutralization of Fred Hampton, the wiretapping of MLK, and Ku Klux Klan leaders. That's right, we're COINTELPRO, and when this country needed to accomplish an impossible task, they came to us and we followed through. But now, espionage and security killings aren't just for the state. Today, we are announcing COINTELPRO Go for the private sector. As our client, our promise to you is to fulfill any of your conspiratorial demands with competitive market pricing for both assassination and misinformation campaign packages, and a deal to bundle both packages. The state trusted us. You can too. Download our app today to check out our services and pricing.
Fantastic.
That's terrible.
All right, and welcome back. So, for our topic today, I kind of wanted to discuss what our favorite video games are. You know, kind of just like our history of playing games and all that kind of stuff. You know, we have definitely connected in the past, like in our gaming and stuff like that. You know, we're trying to do stuff as well with like streaming and whatnot. But what game specifically are you guys playing right now?
What about you, Alec? What are you playing?
So for me, I've actually been playing Hollow Knight. I never played it when it first came out, and it came out how many years ago? Like almost 10 years ago now, something like that. But I had
That is a
never
very
played it
good
when it
game.
came out. Yeah. You guys have played it?
I haven't. I just downloaded it.
Oh, okay.
So hoping to play through it. Yeah.
Yeah, because
It's a damn good game, man.
That's why
It's
I
tough,
downloaded it.
but it's good.
Yeah, absolutely. I honestly like it more than it's been compared actually to a lot of like, you know, Bloodborne, Dark Souls games, that kind of thing. I actually have never been like a huge fan of those personally. Like I don't get a whole lot of time to play games and stuff like that. And for games like I tried playing Bloodborne, and for me, because it's one of those games where it's like you are progressing so little at a time, like it's really hard to get into it and find any bit of progress in there. Where Hollow Knight, I don't know if it's the fact that it leans a little bit more into like the Metroidvania style of it, but I it's a lot easier to like progress and do things over and over and over again. Where like Bloodborne, you know, you're starting shit over and over and over again, but it's like it takes so long to get back to the same spot that you were in. You know what I mean? And so for me, it's really tough to like get into those kinds of games. But yeah, I downloaded it because I mean, Silksong, the sequel, came out back in like the fall, like September, October, or something like that. And
Hmm.
I had heard a bunch of good things about it, but I mean they're super cheap. That was like the number one reason why I got them, because on like Switch is what I got them on. I think it was like $8 for Hollow Knight when I bought it, and 15 for Silk Song, or like 20 for Silk Song or something like that. Like super cheap, honestly. And
That's not bad.
I've already been playing Hollow Knight for like something like 11 hours or something like that, and there's still so much more that I have to do, just based on like things I had heard about like where you're at in progression and stuff like that. And so for such a cheap game that you're able to get so much out of it, that's what I love about it so much. How long ago did you guys play it though?
I
It's been
haven't
years.
yet, but
Um,
yeah.
yeah. Jared, specifically you. When was the last time you played it?
Uh, 0 minutes
Ago? No, but
ago.
yeah. um, yeah. I played it a few years ago. I enjoyed it. I also played it on the Switch. I haven't touched Silk Song yet, but everybody says it's really good. So, but Alec, if you like Hollow Knight, you'll probably like Dead Souls. It's a little more in the sort of like Bloodborne, degree of like it's kind of a pain in the ass, but it's just a lot of fun. The mechanics are awesome, it's silly. It's a good game. You might like it.
I haven't heard of that one actually, because I've heard of like all the Dark Souls, Bloodborne games like that, and there are a couple other games, like other indie games, kind of like Hollow Knight. But when did that one come out? I haven't heard of it.
I think I said Dead Souls. It's Dead Cells or Dead Cell or something like that. That one's older as well. I think it was around the same time as Hollow Knight. I don't know for sure. I don't
Okay,
really look at the date, but yeah, it's a good one.
gotcha.
You'd like it.
All right, cool. I'll check it out. So Jared, you're not playing Hollow Knight. What are you playing?
I'm playing Cuphead.
That game is
I'm
also
not
a good
playing
game.
that. I can't.
It's
Dude.
so hard, dude.
It's so hard.
It is
man.
really hard.
It's really hard. But no, I sort of gave up on that. But yeah, no, I'm playing a lot of just FPS. I really want to
Hmm.
get into a story mode game. There's a lot that I haven't played, like especially some of these great ones that you guys are mentioning in the last few years, which I want to get on. I feel like the amount of time I have to play video games to get into a story mode, to watch the clips, to learn the world and all that stuff. Sometimes I'm like, dude, I'm only gonna play for like a couple hours, you know? And I think just that time sometimes I'm like, I could just hop into a game and feel good or have fun, you know? But yeah, still playing Apex. Um, I've played a little Marvel Rivals here and there. It's okay. Like I have all these games downloaded right now that I haven't tried. I wanted to play GTA 5. I got
Nice.
Hollow Knight. And then there's a new game that just came out called High Guard, and it's by the same people who did Apex and I think maybe Overwatch or something like that.
Mm.
But it's kind of cool. It's more like a fantasy FPS. So like you get to choose these things you can ride, like you can ride a bear or like a panther or a horse. And there's like 8 characters right now. They all have different powers and abilities, but it's a raid game. So you have to set up your castle, and then you go out, loot, and then you go try to get this sword, which is like the shield breaker, to break into the opponent's castle. And once you do that, then it kind of goes back and forth. So it can go like anywhere from like a 20-minute game to like a 45-minute game. Kind of feels like League too sometimes, you know? It's like either you're winning real quick or you're kind of losing for a very long time. Uh, but it's gotten horrible reviews, like the worst ever.
Dang.
And it's not that bad. It's kind of the same thing you were talking about too. It's a free game, man. Like
Mm.
chill, and it's been out for a week. Like I think we could just give it a shot, and I don't know. Just crapping on it is always crazy, but I'll always try something for free, you know, just to see how it is. But
For
I'm,
sure.
I'm digging it. It's not bad.
What are the reviews about? Like, is it just glitchy? Is it just
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, I haven't really read the ones like on Steam or anything, but just when people post about it, it's just like, the game is trash. It's trash. Oh, it's trash.
okay?
It's not really
It's
anything
non-specific.
like, yeah, because I mean the movement and gameplay itself, like especially for a shooter, it's not as engaging, I would say, as like Call of Duty and some of those other games like that.
Is it like that? It's like because I watched a little bit of the gameplay when I downloaded it, and I noticed that it did seem a little. The movement seems a little bit like Marvel Rivals, where it's kind of like a little slow, a little. It just seems a little too. I don't know. I guess not as fast paced, not as punchy. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think that's kind of the only thing I don't like as much. I feel like, especially in like Apex or Call of Duty, you're sliding, you're jumping, you're doing, you feel like, especially if you have the movement down, you can be really good at the game, and this one, you don't really have that, but the abilities and the guns are kind of meh too. They're not really as, there's not as many to choose from, but I just dig the concept a little bit. And I don't know if I've really ever played like a raid game before. So
Hopefully they'll
yeah, we'll
patch
see.
it.
It's only been
Fix it
out
up.
for a week, so yeah, yeah. The first one they did, they actually added because it's only 3v3, but they added a 5v5, which made it way more fun.
I did want to ask just real quick, like, how do you guys feel about how most modern games they are just living off of like patching, like putting out patches, doing all that kind of stuff? What do you guys feel about that?
It's weird, but fun. I feel like the game lasts longer this way. At least with the online ones, because then it always almost feels like a new game sometimes. So
Yeah.
it is weird when it comes to like I always talk about Cyberpunk because that game was like not a game, and then it took one good patch, and it was like, oh, okay.
Well, and I guess that's
we're back in
the point that I'm
business.
trying to make. Like, there are definitely positives because like putting out patches is definitely a way to kind of help, like, do minor fixes and shit like that. Cyberpunk is a situation where it's like, oh, you just put out a whole new fucking game with this patch. But
Yeah.
it's like it's really concerning when like studios they are rushing so much to put out these games and they never put out a finished product at launch, and it's frustrating. And that's kind of why like there's a lot of games. My God, my fucking gaming habits are the same as my movie going habits. I very rarely play games when they first launch because I don't know what experience I'm gonna get with it. You know what I mean?
I get you.
So I just I hear everything you're saying. I understand the frustration, Alec, because that was a really big thing again with Cyberpunk, where they just released a broken game and charged like $100 for it
So
or whatever.
much.
But like on the other hand, I think what it was a CD Project Red or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
they did the Witcher games or the Witcher games. Those are great. But I think from the business perspective in general, everything is getting so there's sort of a universal enshittification of all things where like everything is so expensive, like the budgets for these games are sometimes like billions of dollars, which is insane, and they have to make that back fast. So it's kind of I don't know. It's a lot of it is just AAA gaming in general has made video games worse. I think only in like you said, in that they're releasing effectively broken games and then just sort of relying on patching to make it to make it the game that they wanted to make as they're making their money back. But also I understand it. I mean, I don't think it's a good business practice. I would say just lower your scope a little bit. I think it's a bad business practice, but I don't think it's going anywhere. You know what I mean? Kind of like microtransactions. It's just not going anywhere.
I think it depends on how it's being used. Has anyone played Stardew Valley?
Oh hell yeah! Oh, you start that guy stands by his work. That guy is awesome. I've never
But like
played it, but I like him.
You've never played it? Oh,
I've never
it's
played it, but
super fun. But
I like him as a dev.
Well, he has a new game coming out too, but he doesn't talk about when it's going to be released because he's like, it'll be released when I'm done, which I love. But that's a game where I feel like the patches do kind of add a level to the game, and they do he does a really good job because he does it all himself. I think there's a small team now on Stardew Valley, but he increases the world every time a patch goes out, and I think that idea of world build, using patches to world build, is really cool.
Agreed.
And that I get.
But again,
Absolutely.
I think Alec also there was also an issue when the video game industry was really new, where people were still rushing to finish games, but that was all they could release. And so I feel like, in a sense, this is a way that kind of solves that problem as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
When it's done
all
right.
consumerism.
When it's done right, yeah. I think it feeds into that like consumerism aspect where these gaming studios, not necessarily like the developers themselves, but like those in charge of putting it out, want it out as quickly as possible because they want to get their money back as quickly as possible. And so I think
Yeah.
that's where it becomes a big issue, where it's like you get games that come out that are just not complete by any means, and it's because somebody at the top just wants it out so they could start earning their money back. And there are definitely like patches that do like long term, like, and it's not even just with online multiplayer games. I mean, shit like that happens with single player games too, you know. It just,
I say mostly.
yeah, like it has to be done right. And so that's why I was curious what you guys' thoughts were on it. But Jacob, what are you playing right now?
So I like living in the nostalgia of video games a bit. So I'll try like a new game for a while. And I would consider myself a gamer, but not in the sense that I explore what games are out there. So I kind of go back to my old faithfuls a lot. And that's what my gay audacity allows me to do. So it's a lot of Kingdom Hearts, a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Right now, I just found my 3DS, so I've been playing Pokemon Crystal. So going
Nice.
back into like the old generations of the games. I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 2 right now, which is I think the best one so far.
The best one, hands down.
And I just like I love the story of that. So I do play like Stardew Valley. I did just download Wizards 101 and I've been playing that a little bit, but it's rough. It's rough around the edges for sure, but it's still fun. The whole idea of it. I never played it as a kid, so getting to do it now is fun.
What is Wizards 101?
Exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's like there's like wizarding schools. It's like it's like Wizards 101. There's wizarding schools of different kinds. There's like life, death, and that's the only thing I remember. But I think there's like 8 of them, and then you learn spells, and then you fight demons. But it's an MMORPG, so it's like massive.
Yes.
And it's like you go on quests, you complete stuff, you get things. It's fun to do with your friends. So I've been playing that a little bit, but
I do love an MMO.
I do love an MMO. I did really enjoy the early days. I was a beta tester for Elder Scrolls, had their MMORPG coming out way back in like 2016.
Yeah,
No,
that
it
sounds
was like
right.
2014, 15. So that was really fun. And then I just fell off because I didn't want to pay for it anymore. But I did really enjoy that.
I did the Final Fantasy. I mean, I'm a pretty big Final Fantasy head in general, but I did the Final Fantasy MMO. That one, Jacob, I think you'd really dig that one too. That one was awesome. But yeah, same thing. Just costs money.
Yeah,
Oh wait, I did buy the Nintendo Switch Online thing. And they've started releasing old console games.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I've been playing. Oh, what Kirby game is it? It's like Kirby Dream Shard something. It was like a Nintendo 64 game.
Yeah,
that had it
the
in
crystal
like every McDonald's
crystal
ever.
shards.
Yeah,
Crystal shards. Yeah, I know exactly
Yeah.
which one you're talking
Crystal
about.
shards.
That's right.
That game is so fun. Getting able to like suck people up and like mix their powers together and then figure out what you're gonna hit. I don't know. It was a fun time.
That's awesome. I don't know that one at all. It sounds like a good time.
Really? That's surprising. Yeah. It do you guys remember that, or do you remember that, Slater, when like you would go into a McDonald's and they would have fucking N64s just there that you could play?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That lasted
was
for
the
maybe like it was like a
stinkiest controllers ever.
it was like a 2-year period that they did
Yeah,
that.
it
And they,
is.
like, I wish that they still did something like that, but I guess diseases spreading among kids or some
I do
shit
not.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably COVID didn't come from a lab. It came from that.
I miss it at Targets and stuff too now. I'm like, oh, that sucks, man. My mom used to go shopping and I'd be like, cool, find me in the electronic area because I'm just gonna be trying all these games I can't afford.
Talk about boys will be boys. That's where we all were. We're just
Dude,
in department stores playing
yeah,
video games.
Yeah. Dude, did you guys ever wait in line for a video game? Did you guys ever do that?
No.
Dude,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think I did.
back in the day,
No.
man, I can't remember which one, but like early days, first weekend, it came out, standing in line at GameStop, like such a crazy experience now you can pre-download it,
Yeah.
once it comes
What
out, it's
game
already
did
ready
you wait
on
in
your
line for?
system. I can't remember. There's a few, man. It might have been one of the Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if I waited in a long line, but maybe Star Wars Battlefront or I also bought the Episode 3 game when the Episode 3 movie came out.
That was fun. That one
That
was
pretty
fun.
fun. That one was actually really fun. Yeah, because we were so hyped. We beat the game and then watched the movie. Yeah, but that is such an interesting experience now. I mean, I do enjoy the fact that there can be free games and they're like, oh, you can buy skins, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But it's cool. It's not the same, I think, in a lot of ways, but I still enjoy it.
It's kind of like the movies, too. Everything is very easy to access now, which is great. But it does to an extent. I kill the experience of acquiring, a new thing or witnessing a new thing.
Yeah, for the movies too. You're so right. Like you could only see it in the theater. That's it.
What are you playing right now, Slater?
Inscription is maybe my favorite game that I've ever played. I've been just replaying the Casey's mod version of that game, and revisiting the ARG component to it as well. That game is phenomenal. I think that's some of the best game design, indie game design specifically, but no, game design in general. Some of the best game design I think I've ever played with.
Better than BioShock?
Damn.
Yes, better than BioShock.
Damn.
All right.
That's
All
wild.
right, all
Ken Levine is a great great game director, game maker, but yeah, this is because I mean it's also an ARG. Like it's a very fun video game. You don't need to play the ARG. I mean the ARG is over, but I don't know. It's very cool. It's more. It's bigger than just the game itself, which I think is very impressive.
What does ARG stand for?
Kind of
again?
along the same lines.
Alternate reality game. You know the movie The
Okay.
Game.
Yeah.
It's that. What are you saying, Jacob?
Kind of along the same, getting into the same lines, but does anyone have like a game storyline that just really impacted them in the moment when they were playing it, and they just kind of can live back in their memory?
I mean, an easy one for me is The Last of Us. I mean, that one, playing it for the first time, like, still gets me.
The Last of Us is great. That was a phenomenal game because I remember, Alec, you were so stoked on it, and I think I was living at your house at the time. And then there was one day where I think you just sat Jared and I down because we were like, we're not feeling the zombie game, not feeling survival horror. And then you just sat us down and was like, watch me play this. And we did. And I think Jared and I were both just like, holy shit, this is like a movie.
All it
Good.
takes is like playing that opening scene, and that usually is enough to reel somebody into the game. Like it's one of like the best
100%.
opening sequences in any video game that has come out to still. And I mean, that game came out 13 years ago now. So
Yeah, maybe I still might say Kingdom Hearts 2. Maybe even Kingdom Hearts. Actually, probably the first one. The first one really got me. That was there's especially towards the end because it just got insanely harder as you went on and fighting your best friend Riku, and like it was really great. But also I think the first or the new series of God of War was really great.
yeah.
You always you have told me multiple times to put my hands on that game, but I haven't touched it yet.
It was pretty perfect, man.
Yeah.
Or any of
Honestly,
them. There's
I think
three of them?
I think there's only two of them in like the modern, like God of War 2018 and then Ragnarok. But no, I think you would really enjoy those later, especially if you like The Last of Us. Like just the storytelling aspect of it, gameplay, like. Yeah, and the only other game that I could think of, I really like the story. The reason why I didn't have it in my first initial answer for it is because it didn't give like the same emotional impact necessarily, but I'm a huge fan of the Horizon series. like Horizon Zero
Oh, hell yeah.
Dawn, Forbidden
Great,
West.
great
Like
game.
I love those games, and yeah, it's crazy
Mhm.
because once I find a game, because it was kind of like it was like that with God of War, it was like that with Horizon, it was like that with The Last of Us. I don't start playing them until years later after they had already come out, but it's before the sequel comes out, and then when the sequel comes out, I literally
Mm.
get it on launch day, and so it's like it takes me finding a series, and like if I love it to that extent and like I connect with it to that extent, like yeah, I'm like first day buy it.
What about you, Jacob?
Nice. Um, there's kind of well, there's two that come to mind. One that's again the Kingdom Hearts one is really fun. I'm excited for when the new one comes out eventually. I have no idea what it's going to be about, but I'm like the fact that it
Please.
enters like the real world is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
The niche one that I literally like wept and I almost like broke my console because I was like crying into it was do you remember those like they're like a offshoot of the Pokemon games, but it's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Mm.
And it's called Dungeon of Time. And essentially, you as the main character throughout the for the Mystery Dungeon series, you get transformed into a Pokemon,
Mm-hmm.
and then you travel the world with them. But then in Dungeon of Time, there's like a whole sequence where like you have to sacrifice yourself in order to save the world. And so then, but then it zeroes in on the partner you've been traveling with this whole time, just like being absolutely devastated and like looking for you everywhere, and everyone else has started to forget about you because in this like time loop they've destroyed you, which destroys the memory of you. um and then but then you get to come back. But it was just I was like I'm weeping over this like
Damn.
little like 8-bit Pokemon just like crying. But yeah, it was fun.
That sounds like a particular, like a very specifically Japanese brand of cruelty.
They're like everyone will forget about you, but you've saved everyone.
Hey.
Yeah, because I've never played the Mystery
We did
Dungeon
it.
series. I've played like every single mainline Pokemon game, but uh, I don't think I picked up like any of the offshoots. Like I never played Colosseum or Gale of Darkness, the ones that were on the
Oh,
GameCube.
what?
I
Oh,
haven't played
what?
those ones, but I know that
Those
Gale
were
of Darkness is
fun.
supposed to be coming to the Switch Online. It's supposed to be coming, and I was going to pick it up then. But yeah, I never played the Mystery Dungeon series of games.
Not all of them are like that. It's just specifically that one that really went
Hmm.
into the story of how it all came out. Because I think that was around the time when it was like the Palkia and Dialga thing. It's like space and time.
Yeah.
That was very good. It's actually people like look for the game because they're like, where is it's like $80 or something because the
Dang.
story of it is just so.
There's a couple of those Pokemon games that are like that,
Oh,
like fucking Heart Gold Soul Silver. Like you can't find them for under $150 now on like Amazon or eBay or shit like that. It's wild.
Also, I love Twilight Princess. That was
Oh
Ooh.
yeah,
so good. So
that,
That was a
big,
good one.
That's big feelings too. That one. Yeah, I remember. Did you play that when we were living together, Jared, or was that before?
No, I don't know when that was because I got the Wii one Christmas. I feel like I beat it, bro. Like in a week or two. Like it was definitely one of those. Like
Mm.
I guess this is my life now.
Which is insane because Zelda games take like 5 years to beat.
Yeah, no, it took a long time, and with the Wii remotes too, so your arms is sore. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, God, I gotta kill this guy. I'm surprised no one said Red Dead.
I didn't
Red Dead
play
is
it.
good.
I didn't play it either.
Yeah, I tried playing Redemption 2 and it was like just one of those it was very like Elder Scrolls coded where it's like so massive and there's so much to do. I'll be honest, like I it was the same thing with me for The Witcher 3. Like I picked it up, I played at it,
Mm-hmm.
and it was I get so fixated on wanting to do everything except the main story that I start losing track on what I'm doing. And like it's like when you're given too many
Yeah.
choices. Remember the what is it? Lion-Gar study, right? Slater, is that what it is?
Lion
You're given
Guard,
too
Lopper,
many
yeah, that's right.
too many choices and you just can't choose. And so
No, I was thinking. Well, I was thinking about that too, because like I don't really like most open world games. And yeah, my problem with Red Dead Redemption 2 was that is the opposite. I'm like, all right, there's too much to do. Let's just get this over with, and I just just go straight for the storyline
Mm.
and nothing else because I don't really care at that point. I don't know. It's like the side quests of like collecting chickens and things like it's just not that interesting. There is the one open world game that I would say that I did really tolerate and enjoy quite a bit was Breath of the Wild, Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that one was a bitchin' game. Not as emotionally impactful, like because I know that Jacob,
Yeah.
that was your question. To which my answer would be Titanfall 2. That I have
Interesting.
not played that game where I don't get a little weepy towards the end. There's never been a time where I've not played it and not gotten weepy. But to the open world thing, I think Breath of the Wild is
Nice.
the most superior.
Genshin Impact also has a great story.
No, it doesn't. It simply does not. You liar.
Yeah, I know.
What story?
Yeah.
All the gods, they do things.
It's just.
The last thing I wanted to ask you guys, though, is if you had to choose, and I want to see if you guys can limit it to just one, what do you think your all-time favorite game, or it can be a gaming series, is? Like, I'll tell you mine right now. Like, if I had to choose one, it would honestly probably be the Metroid series. Like, that is my go-to series. I revisit almost all the games all the time. And it's really hard for me to dislike a game in that series just because it's so nostalgic for me. But that's one series where I've played every game and beaten it, with the exception of Pinball. I don't. I never played that one, but I played every single other one and I've beaten it. Oh wait, no, and Federation Force. I never played that
I
one.
guess so. You're not a true fan.
What about you guys?
For me, I think Pokemon is probably always will be the thing for me. Like, if I could make money playing Pokemon, I would. I know like the ins and outs of that world. I know how the mechanics work. I know like too much of the math. Like, if I truly had a fixation in life, it probably would be Pokemon. I have like ideas for collaborations to do with Pokemon, things that they could do. So probably that, because I would make that my lifestyle if I really could. But that also feels really outside my depth at the same time.
You should start a Twitch.
You know what? I should start a Twitch. As if I
You could
haven't
call it
already.
something like
I should
Jacob's
actually
not
play
from
it,
here
though.
or something.
Yeah. But their conventions are getting huge every year now too. People are just playing the crap out of it. It's really cool.
So Pokemon is
Died.
I was going to say it's growing in popularity, which is a very strange thing to me because I didn't like it. I in all honesty, I didn't care about Pokemon at all when I was a kid, and I never had the attachment to it. Like I don't even think I watched an anime until I was like 18. So I was very disconnected from that world.
I think it's Pokemon that is like the
but
number
like
one highest like the highest earning franchise of all time. Like, and that's including everything. Because what they've made out of like their shows,
Sure, that
their
makes
games,
sense. They
their
never
merch, and all that
stop
kind of
making
stuff.
them.
Yeah, exactly. But like more so than like even Disney related content and stuff like that. Like, it's apparently the most lucrative like franchise of all time.
Well, my question is why? Like, what is the thing that anybody likes about these games?
Well, it's
For a lot of people, it's the community that it creates. So
yeah.
it's a really big on the sociability of the game.
Mm.
Me, I play it personally, so I haven't ever really dove into the Pokemon world and the bigness of it. I just personally like the mechanics of it, and that's why I play it. It was really like a thing that I could escape to as a kid that would calm my brain down and let me focus on something besides my own life. So that's kind of like where it comes for me. But for a lot of people, it's really about the sociability of it, and with the card game system, and with the video games as well, with the trading aspect and being able to battle across, especially when they opened it up globally. I don't know. It just is something that captured a lot of people's attention for whatever
Well, it's a
reason.
worldwide
Maybe it's
thing
the pretty
too.
colors. I don't
It's
know.
like not just North America. Like, it originated in Japan, and that's where a lot of the money comes from too. Is Japan? Like, it's such a big aspect of their culture now. And this year is 30 years that Pokemon's been a thing.
I think also too the concept of Pokemon was really fun, especially as a kid.
Hmm.
Yeah, I got this little companion who we're gonna go fight other people, and the leveling up and getting stronger. That whole aspect too. Japan's always really
Well, and
great with that.
the
Mm.
original
You see
creator,
it in
like
the animes too.
how he came up with the idea for Pokemon was him growing up. He was very into bug collecting as a kid, and that was the thing that
Mm.
actually inspired him to create the series. Was like, how can you be collect creatures essentially and go from there? And so it's very interesting because it started off from a childhood thing that he really liked to do, and that's one of the biggest things that has connected, like, worldwide.
So Homeboy was just the biggest nerd, and then he
Hmm.
just
Yep.
kind of made everybody else a disciple.
I think dweebs, but whatever.
What would you guys choose, Jared?
First thing that popped up was probably like Super Smash Bros. I know that's not really a series,
It is. That's a
particularly,
series, dude.
but
It has like
it's such
fucking
it's
5
such a
games.
great. I mean, like, it feels like if I said, I mean, I guess that would still count, like if I said Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, but
Yeah, it would
I'm
still
like, those
count.
aren't really the type of games like I play all the time. I know, but I don't play those all the time, and I know they are games, but sometimes it's like it just feels like a party game, you know. Like I could play it by myself, but that's kind of sad. um,
I
but
know
playing it
exactly
by
what you mean, dude. I know exactly what you mean.
it's just like I don't know, but I have that. Yeah, that's probably one of the longest, the games that I played the longest, and probably will for the rest of my life. Like I'm so obsessed with that game.
Slater?
Yeah, I remember. So at the church that I used to go to, they would do these youth nights where they had like a GameCube and everybody would just play Smash Bros. And I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of fun with it, but I also didn't totally get it, so I was just kind of button smashing the whole time, and then I just never picked it up after that. But I know that they're fun, and I know that people love them too. I'm not trying to shit on everything that everybody has said. I just realized I've just kind of been talking trash on everything that everybody's brought up, but I didn't mean
That's
that.
why you're our friend.
I don't have the, I just don't have the relationship to those two games that
So what's your
that I
game
know that
then? What would you say is your
you guys
favorite?
have. I hate video games actually. No, I don't know. I really don't know. That's a really difficult question. I think a lot of because my relationship with video games is sort of like disposability, like because I think a lot about when we got together and play games together. Used to play games together in the same space. It was usually like shooting games or like zombies and stuff. Call of Duty zombies and stuff like that. So I don't know. There's a huge degree of disposability with video games for me. Again, I mean Titanfall 2, Inscription, Signalis is a really good game. Though maybe Medal of Honor, Rising Sun. Do you guys remember that game at all?
No.
It was a World War II game, but Steven Spielberg was a producer on it, so it followed a really cool storyline going from like Pearl Harbor to I think you end up in the Guadalcanal or something like that. And at the time, I had been reading a lot about World War II, and I remember that game being really cool. I don't really know how to answer the question, but that's probably the one I'd choose.
Still surprised you didn't say Bioshock, man.
I know, that's crazy.
I've
Look,
never.
hey.
You have never been more obsessed about a game. Like, oh man.
Okay, so in all honesty, so I guess maybe if I'm like when I'm playing a video game, the reason I said Medal of Honor is partly because I feel like I've been chasing that high, right? If I most of the time if I'm gonna play a video game alone, I want there to be a bitchin' story, and Bioshock felt like one of the first games in a long, long time where I was like, oh shit, there's a reason I'm playing this game. You know what I mean? It's not just fun to do a mechanic or something like that. And so I became very invested in the game for that reason specifically. It was because that story element that's honestly missing from a lot of games, in my opinion. Like, there's good stories that are in video games or whatever, but like I don't know. For me, if I'm gonna play something alone, that's what I want. I just want a good story.
All right, we're going to take a quick another ad break, and we'll be right back after a word from these sponsors.
For nearly 4 episodes, Alexander Livingston Reed, age 37, has been hosting the Dying Carcasses podcast. and what we have to show for it. Since taking the position, unemployment has skyrocketed. The impoverished fill the inner cities. Protections surrounding health insurance prices have been stripped away, leaving the most financially insecure of this country in an even more precarious state. That is not to say correlation is causation, but it wasn't this bad before. What does this podcast come to? We need a better way. Hi, I'm Jacob Nye, and as host of the Dying Carcasses podcast, I promise to stop all that bad stuff from becoming worse. Taking material and societal turbulence fully into account, it is very possible, if not likely, that I almost said deep throating, that dethroning Alexander Livingston Reed, age 37, from his role as the Dying Carcasses podcast host may in fact be the butterfly flapping its wings in California that causes the hurricane in Florida. One small change could theoretically make a world of difference. Vote for me as the host of the podcast, and we can eradicate suffering from the face of our beautiful planet. This message paid for by Jacob Tim Nye for host of the Dying Carcasses podcast organization. I'm Jacob Tim Nye, and I approve this message. Jesus Christ.
What the hell?
Having a hard time finding time to spend time with all your pals? Start a podcast about friendship with your friends with Simulacast. It's almost like a real relationship, except reconstructed to allow you to feel productive at the same time. Now, when something wacky or zany happens to you, don't text your friends to tell them about it. As our spokesman, Alexander Livingston Reed, age 45, says, save it for the podcast. Simulacast. It's almost like friendship, but it's more like a hex that an evil witch doctor put on your soul to assure that your most valuable relationships are reduced to hollow, self-referential simulacrum, utterly devoid of meaning except in the pursuit of maybe getting picked up by a serious investor someday. Get Simulacast today.
It was just a joke. I'm sorry. I didn't. I thought it was really. I wrote it and I was like, this is super funny. And I hope nobody thinks it's mean because it's just a bit. It's just a fucking bit.
All right. And welcome back, guys. Going along with the topic, did just want to ask you guys, or kind of like open a discussion more so, but obviously, you know, there's been a lot of adaptations of like video games and like movies and TV and stuff like that. But one of the reasons why I thought of this is I watched the new Iron Lung movie. And so have you guys heard anything about that? Like it coming out, the creator, all that?
Mm-hmm.
What have you heard, Jared?
Not much, except that it came out.
Okay. So the creator of it is the YouTuber Markiplier. His name's Mark Fishbach. And it's fascinating because it definitely is like a passion project of him wanting to make a movie out of it. He fully self-funded the entire movie. He wrote, directed, acted in. He was the main editor of the movie. And it's based off of the game, like an indie game called Iron Lung, which has a lot of this like world building aspect and all that kind of stuff. And the movie itself is like it's based on an indie horror game. It's good. It's not great. It's good. But I think the bigger story to come out of it is the fact that this guy literally put his own money into this project that he wanted to make and had absolutely zero help from any Hollywood studio. And this past weekend, he was sitting for most of the weekend at #1. And I think he ended up spending like, I don't know if this is fully accurate, but like $3 million to get it like made. And in the first weekend, he made back like 20 million. And a lot of that was just from like his like viewer base. Like he has like millions of subscribers on YouTube. He did little to no like marketing for the movie. It was literally just like word of mouth or him talking about it on his channel. And it was really like cool and kind of inspiring just because he put out this project and literally made it his own way. And originally he was trying to figure out a way to get it released. Wasn't sure if it was going to be released directly to streaming. He eventually got it talked into doing like 50 theaters or something like that. And by the time it came out, it ended up releasing in over 2,000 theaters. Like he was able to get it like talked up and worked really hard to get this movie out there.
Wow.
And his work really showed. Like he put a lot of care, a lot of attention. And like I said, it's not a great movie by any means. I wouldn't put it in the discussion of like the best video game movies or projects out there necessarily, but yeah, it just was really cool to see him like put out this project that was literally a passion project of his. But yeah, just kind of wanted to open it up about that. What do
So
you guys think of though when you hear like movie TV adaptations of video games? What's like the first thing you think of?
I hate it.
I don't know that I hate it. The one that's popping into my head that probably just like they did a really excellent. They spent a ton of money on it, but was Arcane League of Legends. They
Mm,
did a really great job of separating it from the source material in a way that kind of let the viewer who might not know anything about League of Legends really dive into it. So I thought they did a really good job with that. And then I guess Castlevania was a video game too, right?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Really
Yeah.
good one.
And that was also a really fun series to watch as well. So that's kind of, I don't know. Those are
That one
really my
was
only two examples. But,
animated, right? Castlevania.
Both of them.
Both
Yeah,
of
them
both
were.
of them. That's the only reason. Like animation, yeah, sure, makes sense. Sign me up. But the
Yeah.
live action stuff, or not even just the live action stuff, but maybe just the big, studio heads like the Mario movies and Sonic, and it's like I
Yeah.
just,
That can all go straight to hell.
yeah,
oh, I did fully forget about those.
they're forgettable for sure.
I didn't see any of them though either. So I guess that's probably
Same.
why.
I
Yeah.
heard the Minecraft movie is really good, Alec. What do you think about the Minecraft movie?
I will say, like,
He saw that
when you're looking at
before.
like these
No,
animated,
don't. I will say.
I'm not talking about Minecraft. When looking at like the animated video game adaptations, like the bigger, like studio ones, like the Mario movie and Sonic, like it's one of those things. Like you got to keep in mind, I'm looking at it and I'm viewing it from through my the lens of my kids watching it, and they love it. Like they watch it a lot and they really enjoy it, that kind of thing. And so there's a part of me like Minecraft can go burn in hell. I don't give a shit about that, but like the Mario movie, the Sonic movies, they loved it. And so those are like just fun experiences. But the what about specifically the live action though? Like Jared Slater, what about it? Like exactly.
What don't I like, you say?
Yeah.
I don't care, Like I don't care to see it. Like I think that's why League of Legends works so well in Castlevania maybe. Just there's so much lore. There's so much stuff that goes on that and Annika used to show me back in the day too, like the videos they used to make for each like character that was coming out in League of Legends, and they were sick too, like back then. They were super dope. And I think when you have all that added into a series, it's like, oh, there's so much more to chew on than this game. But why would I want to see a Mario movie? Like, what more is there to gain, to learn, to explore? I'd rather a new game first. But like, and they're making a Legend of Zelda movie too, and I'm just like, oh boy.
I think it touches a little bit into the realm of. I mean, Alec, you kind of touched on it without really meaning to, but like I feel like Sonic and Mario Bros. Like those movies weren't actually made for us. They were made for people who have kids and they can again view it through the lens of their kids. Because I'm also not seeing in the same vein, I'm not really seeing any big family movies coming out. So these are kind of have become what is the family movie genre.
Mm-hmm.
So
I would actually add on to that, Jacob, because I think that's a really, really good observation, is that the family movie, if there is actually truly meaningless, nihilistic art, it is nowadays, it's the family movie, which it never was before. The idea of the family movie in the past was sort of to be something that where there was a good lesson to be derived from that also parents could enjoy. I think of Shrek, right? Basically, it's in its most simple form is it's okay to be who you are, by nature, I guess. Whatever. Maybe there's a little weird biological essentialism to that, unless you're very short. So, like I don't know, but like you look at the family movie now, and the family movie has kind of lost meaning, and it's more or less just like bits. To sort of synthesize that with what Jared was saying, the Mario movie and the Sonic movie or whatever, they don't build on the world at all either. They don't make it more interesting. They just sort of deal with the source material as sort of as it stands on paper without making it more interesting or anything like that. Because it's a fear of taking risks. That's sort of the nature of studios these days. They don't take risks, which is why everything sucks. But yeah, Jacob, I agree with what you're saying, and Jared as well.
Me too. It was cool watching Arcane with Annika because she played League of Legends for years, and for her to like be watching the show and know, what was gonna happen before it happened. I was like, oh, they're actually sticking to it. Like she was like, oh, you don't know who that is, but I do because I read the whole character bio, and like know that this is their dad and yada yada yada. So I was just like, dude, this is really sick.
Did she know that Vander was what's that guy, Wolfgang or
Yep.
Angry Dog, whatever his name is?
Yep. Because he's a character in the game, and yeah, I just didn't know that too because I played him before. But yeah, I was like, that is so.
That's
sick.
so cool.
I come from a different perspective. It kind of feeds into exactly what you were saying, what I had mentioned with like seeing the kids' movies from that perspective. I also agree that like for live action shows like The Last of Us, which I really enjoyed personally, the game version of it and being able to experience it while you're playing it, I come at it from the perspective, as I'm sure you guys do, that way of storytelling is going to scratch the itch that I'm looking for more than watching it play out. Because you're actually experiencing the story as you play. The perspective that I come to with the live action versions, though, was as someone who's married to somebody who does not like video games and probably will never like playing video games. And it's less like that it's a like, oh, I hate video games, blah, blah, blah. It's more so like, she just can never like get that same itch scratched from playing a video game. Like it doesn't click in that same part of the brain that it does for us, And so in the world where like I play these games that have amazing stories that like I want her to be able to experience, like having a live action version of it really feeds into those types of people who may never pick up a video game and may have no interest in playing a video game, but they can still experience the same story in the way that we maybe experienced it. And me, you guys know this, I'm a big like personal connection person. I connect with people on a personal emotional level by connecting to these things that we find enjoyable. And so for me, being able to connect with her in this world of video games that she just is not interested in, but she could still experience it through like a show or a movie or something like that when it's done well. Like I really enjoy that. I love that that's an option, honestly.
I see what you're saying. I think so you're effectively saying that like it's good because it widens the audience to that particular story. Is that did I understand that correctly?
Yes. Yeah, because here's the thing, not every video game needs to be made into a movie or a TV show because does it really have a story to tell? Some of the video games that we had discussed, like the ones that had, like Jacob had asked, have a really impactful story that impacted you. Those are the ones that I feel like the story that it tells is something that can honestly relate to a wider audience of people outside of those who just enjoy video games.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I understand the logic of that. I like that perspective. I don't disagree. I think I like that.
I think you're right about that. I totally forgot about The Last of Us, but yeah, I mean that's definitely by far the best one ever made. Even though as a kid I did like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, of course, classic.
terrifying. Man, I was like, cool, man. Some turtles eating pizzas, man. I'm down. But
I heard Fallout. Fallout
Yeah.
is good too. Apparently, like I've heard good things about that series also.
Yeah, I tried it. It was fine. It was
Okay.
fine.
I
haven't
really like
watched it yet.
Fallout, so it didn't.
Man, there's a lot actually. Didn't realize how many
Mm-hmm.
game movies they made that were just like really Tomb Raider, Max Payne.
Oh, that one.
Oh god, the
bad.
Max Payne movie.
The
I
Max
watched
Payne
that
movie
in
was
theaters
bad.
with my dad. So Uncharted movie was bad too.
Assassin's Creed. I totally forgot they did.
Yeah,
that.
with the Tom Fiddlesticks or
Nope,
what is
it
his
was
name?
Michael
What is his name?
Fassbender.
Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, it's the same guy.
Cool.
Yeah, he's in that one.
Gran Turismo. Dang, dude, I gotta stop looking at this. Making me.
Wait, I would watch a Gran Turismo movie. That sounds cool as hell. Is Alec gone? He's just frozen.
Oh yeah.
Hang on.
Funny.
Wait, let me take a
It's
photo.
connecting.
Take a picture.
No.
Who's gonna lead the show?
You're
He said there he is
talking, but
and immediately
you're
froze.
still.
Senor is pretty bad. Senor, you're frozen, senor.
Oh, there you
All right, thank you guys so much for listening. We post new episodes every Friday on YouTube and Spotify at We're Not From Here Media. You can also find our clips on Instagram and TikTok at We're Not From Here Media, X at WNFH Media. We stream together on Twitch, sometimes separately, sometimes together. Alex not from here, Jared's not from here, Jacob's not from here, Slater's not from here. Be sure to give us 5 stars, likes, and subscribe, etc. on all platforms to be up to date on everything that we post. You've been listening to The Dying Carcasses. Thank you, thank you.
Goodbye.
The coughing. The coughing. You just
I know that was a loud one.
attacked.
You clicked that mute button so quick. I was like, damn. That was boss.
I hope you got it for the Dying Carcasses coughing.